You can't think clearly when the space around you is chaos, not in a cute, I like things tidy way, in a visceral, heart-racing, suffocating kind of way, like the clutter is pressing against your chest, like you're underwater until everything is back in its place. And here's the thing no one tells you. That's not about being particular. That's not obsessive. That's your nervous system screaming for control in a world that feels like it's spinning faster than you can keep up with. Picture this. You walk into your kitchen. There's a stack of mail on the counter, 3 unwashed mugs in the sink, a jacket draped over a chair, and suddenly you can't start your work, can't make that call, can't even think straight. Your brain just stalls. Everyone else seems fine functioning in visual noise, but for you it's like trying to read a book while someone's screaming in your ear. And you've probably wondered if you're broken, if you're too rigid, too controlling, too much. Here's what's really happening. Your brain isn't broken, it's brilliant. What looks like an irrational need for order is actually a sophisticated regulation strategy. Your external environment has become the scaffolding for your internal state. When everything around you is messy, your nervous system interprets that as unfinished business, as threat, as instability. And the opposite is also true. When your space is clean, clear, organized, your mind can finally exhale. Let me break down why this happens and what it's actually revealing about how you process the world. Number 1, your brain has limited bandwidth and clutter steals it. Every single item out of place is an open tab in your mental browser. That mug, that paper, that thing you need to deal with later. Each one whispers for your attention, creating a low-grade static of cognitive noise. It's called cognitive load, and for you it's not abstract. It's physical. You're not being dramatic. You're experiencing genuine mental friction. You're not uptight. You're protecting your processing power. Number 2, clean space equals emotional regulation. Your nervous system is hypersensitive to disorder because disorder registers as instability. This likely started early. Maybe your childhood was chaotic, unpredictable, or emotionally unsafe. Or maybe you're just wired with a highly attuned threat detection system. Either way, your brain learned that controlling your environment was one of the few things you could control. Cleaning became soothing because it created predictability. You're not being obsessive. You're self-regulating through your surroundings. Number 3, it's about finishing the loop. Mess represents incompletion. And incompletion creates anxiety because your brain craves closure. When you see disorder, you see tasks undone, promises, unkept energy still demanded of you. Cleaning doesn't just tidy the space. It completes the psychological loop. It signals to your nervous system that things are handled, managed, under control. You're not avoiding life by cleaning. You're clearing the path so you can actually live it. Number 4, you externalize your internal state. For some people, thoughts stay internal. For you, the line between inner and outer is porous. When your space is messy, your mind feels messy. When your space is clear, you feel clear. It's not symbolic, it's literal. Your environment is an extension of your mental and emotional landscape. This is why other people can work in chaos and you can't. You're not weak, you're just experiencing a different nervous system architecture. Number 5, it's a form of agency. In a world full of things you cannot control, other people's behavior, the news, your own spiraling thoughts, your space is the one domain where you have complete authority. Cleaning is an act of reclaiming power, of saying I may not be able to fix everything, but I can fix this. And that tiny victory sends a signal to your brain that you're capable, functional, in command. You're not controlling, you're anchoring. Here's the beautiful contradiction. You need external order to feel internal peace, which means your strength is also your vulnerability. Because life will always get messy. People will leave dishes out, plans will fall apart, and you'll feel it more intensely than most. But that same sensitivity is also what makes you so capable of creating beauty, structure, sanctuary. You hold space, literally, in ways others can't even perceive. Now here's where this can tip. If cleaning becomes the only way you can feel okay, if you can't function at all without perfect order, that's when the tool becomes a cage. The goal isn't to stop needing a clean space. It's to build a little more flexibility so one unwashed mug doesn't derail your entire day. Start small. Leave one thing out of place on purpose. Notice the discomfort without fixing it immediately. You're training your nervous system that it can tolerate small amounts of chaos and survive. You're not rigid. You're regulated through ritual. You're not controlling. You're creating conditions where you can finally think. Your need for a clean home isn't a flaw. It's a feature. It's how you function. And now you know why. So tell me, team need everything spotless or team thrive in creative chaos? And if this hit home, next we're diving into why some people can't sleep unless everything is resolved. The psychology of people who need closure before bed. You'll want to hear that one.